Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Static Fear. Today, I will be exploring the YouTube series Vita Carnis and explain its origin. Vita Carnis is a series set in an alternate Earth timeline. In 1931, humans discovered a branchy, grotesque organism called the crawl. Initially, the crawl grew naturally all around the planet and benefited the ecosystem. However, as time passed, the crawl began to create many different types of creatures which threaten humanity. The creatures that are created by the crawl vary in size and variety, like the trimming, a fleshy looking bug the size of someone's head. The meat snake is made of different types of meat covered in a transparent skin like membrane. Mimics, a creature that heavily resemble a human with no skin and exaggerated features like long arms and legs, long fingers, deep eye sockets, and because it has no skin, the mouth of the mimic is always put into a very creepy and eerie smile, and many more horrendous monsters. Now I will go into more detail about some of the more scary and dangerous monsters. To start, we have the mimic. The mimic is a humanoid creature with extended fingers, longer limbs, bulging eyes, and a wide, tooth-filled grin. Its teeth are designed for tearing into meat, and it feeds exclusively on human flesh. Mimics are found near human-populated areas and have a three-stage life cycle. In their youth, they resemble thin, sleek creatures with four appendages and hunt small animals. As adults, they hunt humans, blending in by hiding in objects like mannequins and furniture. Mimics may evolve into two forms: one that grows human like features, allowing it to blend into society, and the other, the elder mimic, which becomes a larger, stronger, and more efficient at hunting with a durable, dark colored skin. To protect yourself, avoid being alone in mimic prone areas. If you encounter a stationary mimic, leave quietly. If pursued, escape quickly, as mimics avoid attacking when escape is possible. If cornered, protect vital organs and make noise. Do not use weapons, as mimics are tough. Hide low to avoid detection if they are nearby. Next, the harvester. The harvester is a large, bulbous creature with tendrils that can extend up to 150 meters. It forms when a node of the crawl continues growing instead of separating. The harvester's tendrils have two types: one set with spines that inject neurotoxin and anticoagulant, paralyzing and causing bleeding in prey. The second set, thicker and sturdier, absorbs blood from the prey and pulls it underground, where it decomposes, enriching the soil and encouraging plant growth. Harvesters are rare and only found in certain areas, particularly in northern forests. They mainly target larger animals, avoiding smaller ones, possibly to save energy or attract predators. If you are in harvester territory, avoid sudden movements and leave if you notice an abundance of plant and no wildlife. If you encounter a harvester, throw an object to distract it, then slowly back away until you're safe. Stay alert and avoid encountering a harvest at all costs. Next, the host, also simply known as the host, is a rare semi-humanoid organism found primarily in North America. Its name comes from a host inviting guests to an event, not to be confused with a host in the context of a disease or parasites. The creature's body consists of a head, torso, and arms, while the lower half is made up of fibrous tissue and tendrils that anchor it to the ground. The host is covered in muscular tissue, tendons, and veins, which certain areas protected by meaty plates. Its head has a smooth surface and a crooked neck with a feeding slit. On its back are pores from which hair-like structures or barrels protrude. These barrels release a hazardous spores into the air, which can spread over large distances. When inhaled, the spores infect an organism's brain, leading to symptoms like sluggish movement, dizziness, and impaired speech. After about 6 to 7 hours, the infected will walk towards the host, kneel, and expose their vital organs, which the host consumes. If not near the host within 36 hours, the infection can wear off and the organism returns to normal. The host, if unsatisfied with its location, can uproot itself and move. Due to its rarity and the dangers of being too close, obtaining information about the host is a risky task. It is crucial to avoid the host at all costs due to extreme threat it poses. And finally, we have the monolith. The monolith is a massive creature first discovered in June of 1972. There are seven monoliths arranged in a circular formation about 1.5 kilometers in diameter. Each monolith stands at 120 meters tall, with two trunk-like legs deeply embedded underground, connecting to a torso made up of tightly woven meaty strands. The top of the creature forms a hardened, upside-down triangle with a hole in the center. Instead of arms, it has rope-like appendages that reach the ground, just barely reach the ground. The monoliths are mostly inactive, standing still with no noticeable move, no noticeable movement. However, they became highly aggressive once, attacking a group, emitting a loud roar before swinging their appendages at them. When military vehicles approached, one monolith released an EMP blast that disabled the vehicles. Rockets were eventually fired, but the monolith quickly regenerated and resumed its still stance. The area is now fenced off and restricted, and the monoliths remain silent, shrouded in mystery.